right. What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday to all of you out there in YouTube and Facebook land. Apparently, I couldn't get Twitter work, even though I pay for the platform. So, thank you once again to the Muskie Man for pissing in the Kool-Aid of the day. If somebody can help me figure that out, streaming from StreamYard to the Twix brand, even though I freaking pay for it, shows you what I get for trying to adhere to what I'm supposed to. Anyway. Happy Monday, everybody. It is truly wonderful. I'm grateful for all of you being here. I know I didn't sound very grateful at the top of the show, so I apologize. I'm trying to have an attitude of gratitude today, despite the technology setbacks. I wish I could find my logos in this damn phone of mine. It is what it is. Okay, we're just going to keep going. Hell with it. Hi, welcome to Meach's Musings. This is Monday, April 21st, 2025. It is the day after WrestleMania. It's the Monday after WrestleMania. You know what that means. Coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Monday Night Raw over on Netflix. And the Raw after Mania will be in effect. I don't understand what the hell this is, first of all. God, everything has changed so much that I try to do this stuff on my own. Yeah, can we possibly? Thanks. Hi. I don't know why the comment thing is different, but that's weird. Good grief. I don't know how to do this. It's okay. Hi. If you're watching, I appreciate it. I don't know why the comments are weird on StreamYard. We're definitely not going to do this anymore. We're just going to do this on one platform. This is bullshit. Anyway, hello. Grateful again for everybody being here. If you're watching and you're sticking with it, God bless you. Because this is a train wreck, obviously, already, but it is what it is. So I wanted to come on because there are quite a few things I wanted to talk about. Some with media attachments that I'll show on the screen here. Let me just see if I can. I don't know. If anybody's commented after Michael, I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't get rid of it, but I can't. I don't know what's happening. It's all new to me because I'm too old for this shit. I can't learn new tricks. I'm an old dog. Anyway, so a lot of you know that I just so thoroughly enjoy WrestleMania and all that goes along with it. And this year was no exception. I had the opportunity to watch almost everything put out by the Simple Bible Studios. So again, I applaud the people that used to be called the Jeff Meach Network Multiverse of Media. They call me the founder of the feast. I still very much appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely what. Okay, so Michael's saying it's glitching here too on Messenger. Okay, well, that's good to know, I suppose. So it could be just something I'm not familiar with because I haven't been doing this in a while. Anyway, so WrestleMania is now in the books. We do have a new series of champions actually in WWE. I put this post out this morning, or maybe even late last night. Hank and Tank, the new NXT Tag Team Champion. Sol Ruca, a double champion. She is the new NXT Women's North American Champion, as well as the Women's Speed Champion, having defeated a favorite around here, Candice LeRae. Jey Uso, your new World Heavyweight Champion, winning in the opening match of WrestleMania. The New Day, once again, the Tag Team Champions on Monday Night Raw. Jacob Fatu, your new U.S. Champion. Dominic Mysterio, the Intercontinental Champion. Lyra Valkyria, and the returning Becky Lynch, the Women's Tag Team Champions at WWE. And yes, John Cena has done it. Number 17. He is, once again, the man in WWE. I was going to say the king, but we'll talk about the king here momentarily. John Cena, a 17-time champion in WWE record books. That is a new benchmark. He is the record holder. If you listened to the commentary last night, there is no disputing that he is the greatest of all time. Again, that will always be a subjective statement when talking to anybody about professional wrestling, sports entertainment, who truly is the greatest of all time. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Bruno Sammartino, Andre the Giant. There's so many. Macho Man Randy Savage. There's so many, the Sting, people like Goldberg, I suppose. Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, Lou Thez. There are so many Chris Jericho is in the discussion there. So there's so many people that can, have their place in argument as the absolute greatest of all time. Hard to argue with John Cena being in that discussion. So congratulations to my friend John Cena. I know he is still very much on the kick of he doesn't need the fans anymore, and it's hard to argue with the man when they treat them like such dog shit. So there you go. I am also, as many of you are aware, back at work at the House of Mouse, and I'm just so very pleased to be back involved. It's a wonderful thing to have the opportunity to be back where I feel I belong, and I am just there's a lot of good on the professional side of things. There's a lot of good on the quote unquote professional hobby, this stuff side of things right now. The business is good. Wrestling is strong. Wrestling is popular. There are, again, it's a saturated market on this end, right? There are so many different podcast channels and streams and all the things happening that, I've had to learn very quickly that, I do this when I want to, and I do it for fun, and I do it because I get to engage with the audience, even if it's, in post, and I get to, get reactions later. It is kind of what it is, and I'm grateful I don't find myself worrying about the money part of it anymore when I do this. I just kick back and try to talk to you guys if you're in the comments. If you're not, then I talk at you. It is what it is, and that's fine. I also want to point out that a little bit later tonight, in addition to the Raw After Mania, the Stanley Cup playoffs officially start for our Los Angeles Kings here in the Meach House. Game 1 is at the arena in downtown Los Angeles. They start at 7, so even while Raw is on, I will definitely be having a dual TV situation because I want to see how my boys are doing. Go Kings, go! Once again against the Edmonton Oilers in the first round, but this time the Kings have that great home ice advantage. G, good to see you. Always good to see Big G. Big G actually volunteered to pop in and be part of this, and I appreciate that. I just kind of want to, you verbalize everything out and then hop off the air and get back to work around here. So, a couple of things that I want to specifically touch on. Major announcements over the weekend. Announcements aplenty. And we'll go ahead and talk about WWE since we're the day after WrestleMania. WWE has acquired AAA, Lucha Libre AA Worldwide. It's crazy to me that the expansion continues. When I was a little lad, like before I was a wrestling fan, Vince McMahon was having his national expansion and taking over all the territories across the country, and now his son-in-law is globally expanding. And of course, there's NXT UK is still in development if you believe the rumor mill, and now AAA is under the umbrella of WWE. Of course, there's a partnership with TNA that is ever ongoing. We saw the TNA World Champion at WrestleMania last night. They said his name. He did appear, Joe Hendry. And Joe, you know what? Congratulations. Honestly. And we'll get back to you more in a little bit. Because I definitely do want to talk about you today, Mr. Hendry. Absolutely. But yeah, with the announcement came the other announcement that Worlds Collide will be taking place at my original home away from home, the Fabulous Farm, here in Inglewood, or Los Angeles, I suppose. And that'll be on Saturday, June 7th, the same day that just down the road at the Intuit Dome, WWE is bringing their 5 of Big 5. The Money in the Bank Premium Live event will also be in Inglewood, Los Angeles, whatever you want to phrase it, at the Intuit Dome. And that, again, both of those are taking place on Saturday, June 7th. I am currently working on maybe a get-together at a very historical landmark in the city of Inglewood. For those of you that aren't familiar, Randy's Donuts. It is an iconic location here in Southern California, and it's definitely on the path in the city of Inglewood. So there may be a no DQ meetup style gathering, much like Aaron has done in the past when he has been in town or in the area for a premium event. I know Aaron's not coming back out this way for a while. He did his visit in the early spring, maybe even late winter, I guess, February, early March. So we're gonna try to work something out. I do intend to be at both shows. That is past the point at work that I am past my my probationary period. So in theory, should be able to go to both. On that front, I am also so pleased as punch that our friend Attila has graciously offered to bring me along for the ride this coming Sunday as TNA Wrestling presents Rebellion at the Galen Center in downtown Los Angeles on the campus of USC. And of course, the main event for that night is the man we saw appear in a WrestleMania ring last night, Joe Hendry, the TNA World Champion, the battered, the bruised, the beat up Joe Hendry, defending against All Ego Ethan Page of NXT. And of course, our friend, the future, the coolest wrestler alive, the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian. And I have been manifesting this from the minute I found out that it was even a possibility. And we're just going to have this image on at all times in my backgrounds, whatever I appear, if I can have virtual background, because I am thoroughly convinced that Frankie Kazarian is going to walk out of USC. It is going to be the new TNA World Champion. Just trying to catch up on the comments. Forgive me, guys. Whoops, I went to the wrong damn thing. Let's see. I'm going to try this again. See, I don't know if anybody's used Crazy. All this is happening. Never would have happened in Vince's world. Absolutely not. There's just no way it would have happened in Vince's time. Matt, good to see you. It's always good to see you, Matt. Thank you again for popping in. I know I don't do these near as often as I used to, so I do apologize. Never would have had a TNA champion WrestleMania. Yeah, that was awesome. What I feel bad, like I feel stupid that none of us actually thought of Joe Hendry being the guy for Randy Orton. It was like, oh, it's got to be Rusev. It's got to be Aleister Black. It's got to be, one of the other guys. I never even considered Joe Hendry because as far as we understood, Joe Hendry is working hurt. He's not injured. He's working hurt. He's got a shoulder injury. So, but I thought, hey, that's even better. That's right. Walter did. That's fair. Walter did do that. So I'm all for Joe Hendry. Get your WrestleMania moment, Joe. Very happy for you. Very proud as a TNA fan that the TNA World Champion was in the middle of a WrestleMania ring. It just means you're going to get your ass beat even further on Sunday. Frankie Kazarian's walking out the World Champion. I'm going to be there for it live at the Galen Center. And again, you can catch the watch-along coverage from my friends at the Simply Reliable Studios, since I won't be there in studio. I'll be at the Galen Center along with Attila. We'll be there again live this Sunday night in Los Angeles. So, man, I put a post out kind of haha, but I also dead ass serious. I really want, I wonder if I do this, it'll go away. Like, I wonder if that'll be a thing. If I just can, maybe make that go away. I don't know. I'm trying to, this is big giant button, like where I'm trying to show the comments and it just won't go away. Anyway, John Cena being the champion by the end of April. We did it last night. Frankie Kazarian winning his first recognized world title. We did. It'll happen this Sunday. And the Kings need to beat the Oilers. We need to be rid of those assholes in the first round. It starts tonight at the arena, moves on to Wednesday at the arena, then they go back to Edmonton. I don't even care if the Kings come back here for a game 5. Just go out there and take them out. 4 and out. Be done with the Oilers. We have yet to shake that monkey off our back in the first round as Kings and Kings fans. So Kings, if I know nobody's watching this, they're all getting in the moment here for Stanley Cup playoff hockey. Let me not be so vain to think that's not the case. Kings, do your thing tonight at the arena, formerly known as Staples Center, of course, Crypto.com arena for those of you that actually want to, keep Kerwin history. But yeah, it's going to be an awesome week. Of course, at Disneyland, we are fully immersed in the season of the Force as we head into 2 weeks from Sunday, this last Sunday, of course, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And I do want to shout out my Etsy friends because they have been so awesome. First of all, the folks that made my Black Spire Outpost centric name tag to wear when I am guiding my friends around for the first time at the edge of the galaxy. Geek for Geeks Workshop over on Etsy, and of course my friends the Boujou Boutique 143 who made my amazing Darth Vader lightsaber hilts churro holder, what I got to use back on March 30th. Again, thank you guys for that. Also, my friends at Park Ears, I know nobody's an official sponsor. They don't sponsor me. I don't, it's whatever. I'm a fan of their stuff. So parkears.com. If you want magnetic ears, such as those you see on screen, the one on the upper right, or the upper part of the tier with the mannequin head and my black Skelly cap, which I think is actually this cap. Those are mine, and they are awesome. Also, continuing to show love and support for my friend Gabby and her family as she battles cancer. Click that QR code and please donate anything you can to Gabby's fight and to make sure that her family gets what they need while she is, getting the help that she needs. I can't say that enough. Lost too many people to cancer, and I'm kind of over it, if I'm being honest. That is outdated, so we need to get rid of that. Just scroll back up to see where I was here. Okay, I think that was all I wanted to show you. Okay. Again, what I wanted to focus on as well today before I sign up, I was going to try to go 2 hours, but part of what's going on with me is I need to start being honest with myself and my abilities, and talking nonstop for right now 17 minutes is a struggle. But I do have a overwhelming attitude of gratitude with everything going on right now. Again, I want to thank my coworker Karina, fuck it, she's my best friend, Marissa, and my mother, all for enabling me. And it's very much enabling if we're being 100 with everybody. Being able to be part of the call last night at the St. Bible Studios watch along for WrestleMania Night 2 of the WWE Championship match, and then getting me to work way on time. Can't thank everybody in my life enough for just letting me do what I love to do. I'm working. Last night, I got paid to work at the happiest place on earth, and I had the opportunity to be on the call for one of my friends breaking the WWE record for most world championships. It's just an amazing thing. And I know people are going to forever hate on John Cena just because it's the hip thing to do. But he's my friend, and I'm happy for him. And I will be probably even more happy, if I'm being honest, for Frankie Kazarian. It'll be his first world title should he defeat Joe Hendry and Ethan Page on Sunday at Rebellion. Great card lined up for Rebellion. You can go to TNAWrestling.com, get all the information on that. There will be, I'm guessing, if Noah watches this later and lets me know, I'm sure we can make it official. There will be something breaking for Rebellion coming up this week with the folks at the Simple Man brand, so be on the lookout for that. But I'm just so grateful, and I know that we're just the last little while, it's been kind of a mixed bag from me. And life is about balance, folks. It really is. And I'm learning that more and more each day as I go through life, that you have to continue to find the balance, or the weight of the bad will bring you down. And it happens a lot around here, more than I care to admit. Family struggles are what they are. Financial struggles are what they are. But I'm doing my very best to adopt the Noah Foster outlook on life and just enjoy it. Enjoy professional wrestling. cherish your families, protect your mentality. I think even now, as much as we like to believe that we've evolved as a society and are now looking out for our own mental health as much as we're looking out for those in our lives. But the truth of the matter is, we're not. It's one of those. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm seeing what's going on. Just hang on. Goodness, that's why I need a moderator. I can't even get rid of that. That's lovely. There we go. Ban it. Yeah, they've got this whole system set up on. I'm just gonna hold it like this. Okay, sorry guys. I'm having to control the things, and I didn't even realize that. So G was talking about Joe Hendry earlier. So there you go. There's that. Yeah, I thought that was so cool. Very again happy for Joe. Good on Joe that he got a WrestleMania moment. It's just gonna be the start of his last week as a TNA World Champion. So bully for him. Yay, Joe. Go Joe, as we say in the 80s, if you know, you know, folks. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. It's obviously gone off the rails already because of everything happening, so I do apologize. We will try to do a better one maybe next Monday. I don't think I'm working next Monday. So when we get back from Rebellion and my shift at Disney Sunday night, we'll try this again. For now, thank you guys very much for tuning in for the last 20 minutes and for the ridiculous 5-minute music. This has been Meach's Musings, and we will see you next time.